Alright, man, we got the top 5 SMGs currently after the update, and I'm not gonna lie, these things hit banger, man. So make sure you guys watch all the way to the end. If you guys feel like I left any gun off this list, let me know down in the comment section. Enjoy the video, just do me one favor, drop a like on the video. See if we can get this video to 500 likes in one single day, and I will bring you guys the top 5 assault rifles. Gotta give a shout out to the Nerdy Gang. Make sure you guys comment down below if you want to be featured. But enough of all that talk, let's get straight to it. Just for the 30, man, I hit a nasty clip that would not have been possible without Outplayed because Legend forgot to record. Outplayed records all of your best moments. I'm talking headshots, kills, feeds, 30 bombs. You guys can share all across your socials. I'm talking send me all of your best clips. You can even edit in the software. What does this thing not do? It also supports not just Warzone, but 300 plus other games. What? Go down in the description if you guys want to give Outplayed a shot, and thank you to Outplayed for sponsoring this video. Alright, man, so first gun we got up on the list that got a huge buff. That's absolute meta according to Warzone Loadouts, is the PPSH-41. The PPSH-41, y'all already know when this thing was a meta back in the day. It was an absolute dominant SMG. But enough of all that talking, let me show you guys the best setup. So the first attachment you guys are definitely gonna want to run is the muzzle, the recoil booster, which is basically gives you your fire rate. It is amazing on Vanguard SMGs. You guys definitely want to run it. For the underbarrel, we went ahead and ran the Carver foregrip, which gives you a vertical recoil control along with your hipfire accuracy. The PPSH has a lot of recoil, so this attachment right here helps with the recoil control and also hipfire accuracy, because this is mainly a hipfire build, but you guys can also ADS if you want. For the ammunition, we went ahead and ran the subsonic rounds, give you your no minimap ping along with your firing visibility to enemies. For the magazine, we went ahead and ran the 8mm Nambu 70 round mag, which gives you recoil control and accuracy, which is amazing for a mag, especially on the PPSH. Fire rate along with your magazine ammo capacity. You guys don't need any other mag. For the rear grip, we went ahead and ran the fabric grip, which gives you your ADS time, sprint fire speed along with your hip fire accuracy. You guys see it kind of comes in clutch with the ADS speed along with the hip fire, so you guys can choose whichever one you want. For perk 1, we ran tight grip, which gives you your accuracy and recoil control during sustained fire. For perk 2, we went ahead and ran quick, just so we could be a little movement demon. It is an SMG, so you guys definitely are going to want that advantage. For the stock, we went ahead and ran the remove stock, which gives you hip fire accuracy, movement speed along with your sprint of fire speed, some slight. For the optic, we went ahead and ran the slate reflector, which gives you, you know, just it's optional if you guys want to run something else, but I personally like the slate reflector, just no iron sight at all. For the barrel, now the best barrel that everybody runs hands down is the, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, the 230mm BO3P barrel, which gives you hip fire accuracy, hip fire recoil recovery along with your fire rate. Absolutely dominant SMG that you guys have to use right now if you guys are not using it after the update. And I hated this meta back then, but I actually kind of like it now. But go to take a screenshot, man. Now, the next gun we got up on the list, I don't know if you guys expected to see this, but we have the AK-74U. One of my personal favorites on this list, just because it's not like crazy meta, but it is like meta. It's viable that fits into it. Every gun on this list, I'm trying to give you guys an all-around gun that you guys can use in solo, trios, duos, quads, everything, man. You guys are gonna absolutely love the AK-74U. You guys loved the last video, so enough of all that talking. Let me show you guys the best setup. The TTK on this gun, man, is absolutely really crazy. The mobility, everything on it. So for the very first attachment we ran is the muzzle, the groove suppressor, which gives you sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity along with your effective damage range. Absolutely dominant on this gun. For the underbarrel, we really don't need an underbarrel. Like, I've used like the bruise grip and everything to increase the movement speed, but it's not really needed, especially since the AK-74U is a very steady gun. For the magazine, we went ahead and ran the 50 round fast mag, that gives you your ammo capacity along with the reload quickness. Like I said, you guys can use this for solo, duos, quads, everything. That's the reason we threw that on. It takes away the ADS speed. So for the rear grip, we went ahead and ran the serpent wrap, which gives you your ADS time. Absolutely crazy. For the stock, we went ahead and ran the KGB skeletal stock, which gives you your ADS fire movement speed, aim walker movement speed along with your sprint to fire time. Sprint to fire time is key, especially on an SMG. Then the very last attachment we ran is the best barrel on the AK-74U, which is the 10.3 inch task force barrel, which gives you your effective damage range, bullet velocity, and strike speed. The AK-74U is a little bit further away from the standard top SMGs that are strictly Vanguard guns. So this thing is not only dominant, but very fun to use because it's an like not a Vanguard gun. I know you guys are tired of Vanguard SMGs, but go to take a screenshot, man. So here we are. Next gun we got up on the list, man, is the Armaguerra 43. One of my personal favorites. This is a all-around build. I'm talking close range, medium range, along with long range. You guys can use it for sniper support or like an amazing SMG. But enough of all that talking. Let me show you guys the new best setup after the update. So for the very first attachment, you guys already know on our Vanguard SMGs, we gotta throw on that recoil booster, which just basically gives you your fire rate to help with the TTK. TTK. Absolutely insane. For the best barrel, we ran the Emerito 550mm 03P barrel, which gives you recoil control and accuracy, flinch resistance, reduced scope sway and gun bob along with your bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, we went ahead and ran the SG98 compact, which gives you aim walker move speed along with your reduced scope sway and gun bob. With this build, this thing does not freaking move. Like, it has zero recoil. We went ahead and ran the 9mm 60 round mag, which is basically a center ammo. Of course, I personally think this is the best mag on for this build on the Armaguerra 43. For the ammunition, we went ahead and ran, there's a lot of options you can run, but like I said, we ran this as like sniper support, close range, medium range, everything. So we went ahead and ran the lengthen, which just basically gives you your bullet velocity. For the rigor, we ran the grooved grip, which gives you aim walker movement speed, horizontal recoil control, ADS fire movement speed along with your aim and stability. For perk 1, now there's not a lot of perks you guys can choose from. Vital is pretty cool, but it takes away recoil control, which we don't want because Armaguerra does kick up. Usually I would run like Vital. So we went ahead and ran either hard scope or steady. Personally, I prefer hard scope, but I see some people run steady, but for this build, we ran hard scope, which gives you a recoil control. For perk 2, we went ahead and ran quick. Like I said, SMG, you guys are definitely going to need that sprint to fire speed. For the stock, we ran the Emerito TA skeletal stock. Now, there are a lot of good stocks on here, but for this build, we ran the Emerito skeletal, which gives you aim walker move speed, aim walker steadiness, along with your ADS time and your initial fire and recoil control. Then the very last attachment we ran is the optic, which I tell you guys all the time is always optional. If you guys prefer a better optic, go ahead and run it. But personally, for me, I gotta run that slate reflector, man, which gives you, you know, everything you guys personally need. I wouldn't recommend like a 3x sight if you guys are running this just like sniper support, close range or anything. So try to stick to a little close range sight, but if you guys want to run something else. For the nerf, the Armaguerra is still top 5, if not top 3 SMGs in the game that you guys have to try. But I'm going to take a screenshot, man. Now, I don't know if you guys expected to see this gun on the list, but the next we have up is the MAC 10 from Cold War. Now, this thing did receive a buff about like a season and a half back, and ever since, like, everybody has been flocking back to it. But enough of all that talking, let me show you guys the best setup, man. For the very first attachment you guys are gonna run, since this is a Cold War gun, you guys already know the best muzzle on many Cold War guns is the agency suppressor, which gives you your sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, along with effective damage range. The MAC 10 does kick up a little bit, so you guys definitely want to run that, especially for the recoil control. The best barrel we ran is the 5.9-inch task force barrel, which gives you effective damage range, bullet velocity, straight speed. You guys see it takes away the vertical along with the horizontal recoil control, but with this very next attachment, we, you know, handle that. It doesn't really need it with the agency suppressor. For the magazine, we went ahead and ran the Stanek 53 round drum, which just extend your ammo, of course. Definitely run that. You guys are going to need it because the MAC 10 runs out of ammo quickly. For the stock, we ran the Raider stock, which gives you ADS fire movement speed, aim walker move speed, along with your sprint to fire time. Then the very last attachment you guys want to run personally, you guys already know I'm an aggressive player, so I love my sprint to fire speed along with our ADS time. What we ran is the rear grip, the serpent wrap, which gives you your ADS time, which gives you guys ready for gunfights quicker. And then the MAC 10 just absolutely, man, I really do love it. The MAC 10 used to be my baby back in the day. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the MAC 10, and go to take a screenshot, man. Next gun we got up on the list is the H4 Blixen. Personally, undoubtedly top 3 SMG in the game that you guys have to use if you guys aren't using it right now. They did nerf this gun like multiple times, but it's still top 3 SMGs in the game, and it's not even close. The H4 Blixen has so much going for it. The recoil control, the TTK, the damage range, everything about it is absolutely freaking amazing. But enough with all that talking. Let me show you guys my personal favorite setup. So for the very first attachment you guys are going to want to run is the muzzle, the recoil booster. You guys already know Vanguard SMGs is absolutely dominant for that TTK. For the underbarrel, we went ahead and ran the Mark 6 skeletal, which gives you ADS speed along with your movement speed. Absolutely amazing because you guys know it is an SMG. You guys want your movement speed. For the magazine, we went ahead and ran the 7.62 Gorenko 54 round mag. Gives you recoil control and accuracy, increased torso damage along with your magazine ammo capacity. For the ammunition, now you guys can run this because it does have that damage range on it. You guys can run lengthen, which I prefer to be the best, which gives you your bullet velocity. For the rear grip, we went ahead and ran, there's a lot of options that you guys can choose from, but personally for me, to help with that recoil control, we went ahead and ran the hatch grip, which gives you recoil control along with your flinch resistance. For the best barrel, we went ahead and ran the Bergstrom 17-inch F3 barrel, which gives you recoil control and accuracy, bullet velocity, and your flinch resistance. Absolutely crazy on this gun. For perk 1, I'm gonna be honest, the build that I have is an absolutely speed demon build, and I think that's what makes it so nice, and it also has zero recoil. So for perk 1, we ran Fleet, which gives you your weapon swap quickness along with your movement speed. Perk 2, we went ahead and ran Quick, which gives you your sprint speed. The stock is the remove stock, which gives you your movement speed, sprint to fire speed, along with your ADS speed. And then the optic is always optional. I tell you guys all the time, run whatever you want. But personally for me, on the H4 Blixen, I like the slate reflector, which goes absolutely freaking crazy on this gun. They nerfed this gun so many times and it's still absolutely dominant in this game. But enough of all that talking, go to take a screenshot, man. I know I said top 5 guns on the list, but we had to do a little 6th gun just because the P90 caught a buff, and I would be a fool to leave this thing off the list. Once the P90 got a buff, everybody's been saying, oh, it's viable, it fits into the meta. So enough of all that talking. Let me show you guys the best setup, man. So for the very first attachment, you guys already know, for our Modern Warfare guns, we have the muzzle, the monolithic suppressor, which gives you your sound suppression and damage range. For the best barrel, I found the FSS 10.6 inch Pro barrel to be the best barrel, which gives you your damage range and bullet velocity. For the laser, go ahead and throw on your tack laser for your ADS speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness, mainly for that ADS speed and everything, and also, you know, the stability. For the stock, we went ahead and ran the fly strap, which gives you your sprint to fire speed and your aim walking move speed, absolutely dominant. Then the very last attachment ran is the rear grip, which gives you your stipple grip tape, which gives you your ADS speed and your sprint to fire speed. The P90 caught a buff, and it is absolutely, I love like watching people run around with new guns, not just plain old Vanguard SMGs, not just plain old meta, a gun that actually fits into the meta and actually does well. You guys have to give this a try if you haven't, but go ahead and take a screenshot, man. But yeah, like I said, if you guys feel like I left any gun off this list, let me know down in the comment section, man. I definitely want to make a video on it. If you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like, drop a sub, it'll be very, very much appreciated. And yeah,
if it's right up in a circle, but that chopper it get low. Yeah, I bet that chopper it get low. I bet that chopper it get